Hey everybody, it's me lukemick here, and today I'm going to be running you guys through what I purchased on Black Friday this year, the year of 2013. So get ready, this is going to be kind of a long video. I picked up a lot of stuff, I hit up a lot of stores. I was out from about 6 o'clock till when Best Buy and Walmart opened till about 3 o'clock in the morning. So I spent a lot of money, got a lot of cool stuff, and I'm happy to be able to show you guys what I got and run through it all. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing I got here, and all my stuff is on the ground here, so I kind of have to sort through it. And by the way I'm gonna structure the things I show you guys is like the timeline and chronological order of when I got it. Like you'll know that or you'll hear that I went back to Best Buy a couple of times here and there. So that's the way I'm just gonna show it. So yeah, just enjoy. So the first thing I got at Best Buy, and this is sort of this was my biggest item, the one that I was worried about selling out. I didn't think many people were going to be looking for it. It's not a huge item. It's not like a big TV or a tablet or anything like that, but it's something that I'm sure is going to be a big Christmas item. And so well, let's backtrack a little more. My friend Tyler went to Best Buy at 3 o'clock. He started waiting in line at 3 o'clock, and I think he was 10th in line, and he wanted to get a 65-inch Samsung TV for $1,000, and he did get it, so that's really cool and everything, and I actually just bought his older TV, a 40-inch, which is a nice new upgrade for me. But anyways, me and two other friends, JJ and Jermaine, you guys have probably seen in my videos, we got to the line at about 4:30, and I'd say we were like 25th to 30 range of our place in line. And yeah, this is what I got. I got the Luigi's Mansion 3DS bundle. It was only 150 bucks, and yeah, this is something that I don't think a lot of people were rushing into the store to get, but I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I'm really excited to play this. Luigi's Mansion wouldn't, I guess, be my first choice of game. The reason I am buying a 3DS, the two games that I really want are Animal Crossing New Leaf. I truly love the Animal Crossing games. They're some of the just most time-consuming and fun games I have ever played. I'm not even joking. And the new Pokemon game, it looks pretty interesting. A lot of people have been saying great things about it. So yeah, I picked up a 3DS. It's nice to have Luigi's Mansion. I like the color. I think it's a blue and black, and yeah, I'm excited to play it. So that's the big item that I got, and that's the first thing I bought on Black Friday, and it was definitely the most expensive. So now, let's get into the stuff that the Blu-rays. These are the Blu-rays now that I bought at the same Best Buy that I bought the DS at. So the first one I'm going to show you guys is Limitless. This was $4, Bradley Cooper. I wanted to pick this up a while ago with the $5 trade-in, but it was sold out on one of the last days, so I couldn't get it. So now I finally got it for $4. You know, I sort of grabbed a lot of these movies, and they're all movies that I think are good or that I want to see. So I think I grabbed some pretty good titles. Next one I got was Cedar Rapids for $4. I've learned that Ed Helms is a pretty funny guy. If you guys haven't seen Jeff Who Lives at Home, he is just hilarious in that movie, and this is supposed to be a pretty good movie too, very well received by critics. Next one, Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. I like this movie. It's fun. It's action packed. It's just a good blockbuster watch. Next one I got also for $4 is Batman the movie. This is the original one. Maybe not the original, but one of the really old ones with Adam West. And I wanted to pick this up a while ago. It's always been $8. I just never really got around to it. So for $4, it was what am I looking to say here? It was an easy purchase. That was really bad, but anyways. Next one, also $4, Castaway with Tom Hanks. Haven't seen this movie for a long time. I don't think I've fully seen it. I know a lot of the big parts in the movie, but yeah, for $4, you can't go wrong with Castaway. Independence Day, I actually have not seen this movie. I think I'll hopefully enjoy it. It seems a little dumb, but I do like Jeff Goldblum, and Will Smith is pretty cool as well. So yeah, Independence Day is one of those classic American movies, so maybe I'll have fun with that. Next one for $4 is Young Adult with Charlize Theron. This is a movie that I have not seen as well, and I like the cast. I like that guy who played Remy. What is his name again? Patton Oswalt. I think he's funny. This is supposed to be a pretty good movie. I wanted to see it in theaters, but I never got around to it. So for $4, there was no questions asked there. Next one I got for $4 at Best Buy is Marley and Me. I like this movie. It's got like a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But I just thought it was a cute little heartwarming movie. I like Owen Wilson and Jennifer Aniston enough, and yeah, I like Marley and Me. It's pretty sad at the end though. Obviously you guys probably know what happens. Next one, also for $4, Menace to Society. I have not seen this movie, don't really know a lot about it. I know it's supposed to be pretty damn good. It has like 85% on Rotten Tomatoes, so this one I might actually pop in pretty soon. It looks like it's going to be a pretty gritty and dark movie, and those are my favorites. Next one, also for $4, and I just saw the sequel to this movie, and I really enjoyed the sequel actually, and that's Machete. This was also $4, and it's got the nice slipcover and everything. I can't believe this thing is still so well intact. I mean, this movie's been out for a good 2 to 3 years, so I'm impressed. Best Buy props. But yeah, I liked the first Machete. I don't remember a lot about it. I actually forgot that Robert De Niro was in the movie, so this will be good to go back and watch. You know, for $4, you know, it's no big deal. And the last one I got on my first trip to the Apple Valley Best Buy was The Sandlot for $4. This is one that a lot of people were grabbing. I was the only one out of my group of 4 to pick this up. My other 3 friends weren't able to find this one. I snagged it right away, and yeah, Sandlot's a classic baseball movie. Alright, quick little break. Let me just clear my throat a little bit now. We are going to move on to the Apple Valley Walmart stuff now. And then you'll see that I went back to Best Buy again, I went to Target, and we'll just go from there. So now I'm going to show you guys the stuff I got for my second trip to Walmart. So I didn't get nearly as much here, but I got some more expensive items, excluding the 3DS. So the first thing I got was Animal Crossing New Leaf. This is one of the games that I was super excited for. Like I said, it was $25, you can tell by the blue sticker. It's usually $35, I believe. I don't really know the price range for these 3DS games. I'm still new to it, obviously. But yeah, this is the reason I bought a 3DS. So this was an obvious buy for me. I mean, there were no questions asked for this one. And then the other 3DS game I picked up, I think this was $10. Paper Mario Sticker Star. I've always been interested in the Paper Mario games. I haven't played any of them, but I thought that this would maybe be a good place to start, especially for $10, and just so I can have another title to choose from on my 3DS. So yeah, I believe that was $10. Looks like it's going to be pretty fun. And the last video game I got at Walmart was one that just came out on PS3, and I was thinking about buying it when it was cheaper, and this is definitely a cheaper price than $60. I'm really disappointed that they don't put it on the PS4, but I mean, what are you going to do? But that is Beyond Two Souls. I was really excited for this game. I sort of started to fall out, I guess you could say. I sort of started to lose interest, knowing that it wasn't even going to be on PS4. But I'm going to have to crack out the old PlayStation to play this, along with obviously GTA. And if you guys don't know, this is that game that stars Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe, so I think it's going to be really cool. I've heard some mixed things about it. People say that if you like Heavy Rain, then you're going to like this. And Heavy Rain was one of my favorite games of the last generation. So, yeah, I think I'll probably enjoy that game. And then I only got 2 Blu-rays from Walmart. I'm going to explain this because it was really confusing. They had it all labeled incorrectly, and I thought I was right, but then some dumbass employee said something else, and then it totally messed us up. So on my first run to Walmart, I only picked up 2 things. And the first thing, I already knew the price for this, and I just knew it. And that was The Little Mermaid. This was $9.96, and, originally I wanted to pick up the 3D version of this movie, but I thought, I really like the cover for this actually more than the 3D one, and for $9, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, I always like getting more Disney movies, and The Little Mermaid is one that I've wanted to watch for a long time. I haven't seen it since I was maybe 4 years old. And then the last Blu-ray I picked up on my first run to Walmart was the Dune Steelbook, and it turns out that the blue stickers were $4, and that's what I was thinking the whole time, because what they had all the boxes with all the Blu-rays in them at Walmart, and each one they had black stickers, the orange sticker, and the blue sticker, and all the boxes said they were like $6.96 or $7, and I was like, well, where the hell are the $4 ones? And the woman's like, oh, we must not have any $4 ones, and I knew that was bullshit because of the ad, but yeah, so I only picked up one of these steelbooks, and it turned out to be, like I said, $4. And when I went up to the checkout, I was like, the steelbook's only $4? Because there were a bunch of other steelbooks just like this. Like, they had the Van Helsing one, Hulk, a bunch of other ones. And I didn't pick them up because I thought they were they, were $7 instead of $4, and $7 is still cheap for a steelbook. I just kind of wanted to watch how much I was spending, because as you guys will see, I spend a lot of money at other places as well. So when I found out that this was actually $4 instead of $7, I made it my duty, my goal, to go out and find more of these, because I felt like I was kind of cheated there. I wanted to get more of these steelbooks, and you guys will see more of those coming up in the next coming minutes. So that's all I got at Walmart for the first part. After that, what did I do? I headed back to Best Buy with my friend JJ. We were sort of paired up together at this point, and he was, well, I don't remember why. We were waiting for Target to open, and we didn't want to wait out in the cold line because we were just going to Target for Blu-rays, and those weren't going to sell out, so we just went back into Best Buy to see how everything was going. And I found something that I actually was really happy I found. I was just looking at their regular sales, and I saw that the Pacific Rim 3D combo pack was $15. Now, I think Best Buy was selling the regular edition for $8. I was holding it for a second, but I was like, I really wanted the 3D set. I just want that the completionist version. I wanted the collector's real ideal thing here, and I looked down at the regular place that have these, and it said on sale for $14.99. So I was like, all right, that's a good price. That's half off. So I picked it up, and I was happy. I think they were selling this movie for $6 at Target, not the 3D, and that's obvious. That's a really good price, actually. $6 for this movie. That's a steal right there. So that was the I just got one thing going back into Best Buy before I went to Target. So now we're gonna move on to the things that yeah, I got at Target. So that stuff is right here. Ugh, it's hot in my house right now. So, first thing I'm going to show you guys is this is an album. I bought 2 CDs at Target, and they were both Black Friday deals, and I just sort of saw them, and I was like, oh yeah, I like their music, I'll just pick them up for $7. So the first one was Daft Punk's Random Access Memories. I was holding off on this for a pretty long time. I like most of the music on here. I just didn't really get the album. I didn't feel like paying $14 for it. Lately, as you guys probably know, I get most of my music from half-price books, and they have such good prices. So when I buy music, I'm a little more stingy now. But since these were only $7 a piece, these 2 albums that I'm going to show you, I was like, it's new music. It's not always going to be really cheap, so I might as well just get it right now. And the other one I got was Arcade Fire's new album, Reflector. And I listened to the first disc of it in the car while Black Friday shopping last night, and I thought it was pretty good. I like Arcade Fire, and I'm probably going to be going to the concert sometime. I don't know when it is. Is it March? I don't even know when it is, but I'm going to look into going to that concert. Next thing I'm going to show you guys from Target is just a little thing I picked up. It's The Simpsons Season 9. I think this was $8 or $7. $8 for this, that's a really good deal. Usually these go for $30, and I've always been a huge Simpsons fan. I've been collecting these DVD box sets ever since I was like 6 years old. I've been getting usually one a year is the thing I do. And I've replaced a couple of them like they're 10 years old, some of my Simpsons box sets, so I've had to get some replacements. Like my Season 5 was the first one, and a lot of the discs weren't working anymore, so I rebought that one. I'm going to rebuy Season 1, Season 6 and 7 because they had this stupid Homer and Marge dumb box sets that nobody likes, so I got something in my throat. Yeah, I might be rambling on a little bit about The Simpsons, but yeah. So I'm just going to run you guys through the last stuff I got at Target here. It's just a bunch of Blu-rays. Most of them were $4. So first one I'm going to show you is Spaceballs. I think this movie's alright. I don't know. I'm not a big Mel Brooks fan, but it's $4. It's a nice Star Wars spoof. Next one is The French Connection with Gene Hackman. I've heard really good things about this movie. I'm really excited to watch it. It's going to be a nice crime drama thing, I'm sure. So this is going to be really cool, I think. Next one I got is Wedding Crashers with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. And I'm not the biggest fan of these guys. I mean, I like them, but I like Seth Rogen's group a lot more. But, for $4, I don't think it was a bad choice. I haven't seen the movie. My friends like it. They say it's funny. My parents like it. So, yeah, I think Wedding Crashers for $4 is a good deal. This was one that I really wanted to get, and I thought Walmart was going to have it for $4, and I was really disappointed to see that they didn't, so I was really worried that I wasn't going to be able to get my hands on this movie. But that is Flight with Denzel Washington. This was $4 at Target. I saw this movie back in October whenever it came out, actually a year ago now. And I thought it was pretty good. I thought it could have been better. There was some relationships in the movie that didn't make a lot of sense, but overall I thought it was really good, and Denzel Washington was great in it. So I'm really excited to go back and watch this again. Glad I found it for $4. I got Talladega Nights with obviously Will Ferrell. I forgot his name for a second, which is just crazy. This is one of the first Blu-rays, I think. Didn't the PS3 come with this Blu-ray? That's kind of funny to me. But yeah, I haven't seen the movie. I've seen parts of it. I'm not the biggest Will Ferrell guy, but I'm trying to get into him, now that Anchorman's coming out and all that other good stuff. So, yeah, Talladega Nights. And the last one I got for $4 at Target was The Goonies. I said I'd pick it up. I always like The Goonies. This is a fun movie for children. And then the last one, this is one of their big deals for movies or Blu-rays that Target had, and they had a ton of these, and I thought it'd be kind of exclusive almost for some reason, but it wasn't. That's Monsters University. This was only $10. As you guys know, I really liked this movie. I had a review for it back in the summer in June or whenever it came out, and yeah, Monsters University. I was happy to get this for $10. It's in nice condition, and it comes with a only a Target DVD bonus disco. I just slurred my words. So yeah, that's Monsters University. And that is all I got from Target. So we are done with all of that stuff. Now let me think here. What happened next? So we leave Target, we go to Kohl's, and we meet up with my aunt, and my friend Tyler wants help loading the TV into his house. So I drive down and leave my friends with my aunt. I drive to Tyler's house, and we unload the TV. And then we went to the Burnsville Best Buy. That is where we are. Burnsville Best Buy is the next place we went, and it's they had the same exact things as the Apple Valley Best Buy, obviously, but there were a couple things where I just kind of decided, yeah, I guess I'll grab that, or, oh, this was already sold out by the time I got to the Apple Valley Best Buy, so I'll show you guys those. First thing I snagged there for $4 was Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I'm not a huge fan of this movie. I mean, I like James Franco, and the main reason I bought this is because it's been so cheap on Black Friday for like 2 or 3 consecutive years, and the slipcover is still in miraculous condition. I mean, this thing, I always thought it had a nice feel to it. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just really smooth. It's not glossy or anything, but I don't know, I just like the feeling to it, and I think the back is really nice, and the movie isn't bad or anything. I just wasn't a huge fan of it. Yeah, for $4, I was just like, what the hell. Next one I got here, my friend Tyler actually just turned 17, and we were at Best Buy last Monday, and he was looking for an R-rated movie to buy. He wanted to buy his first R-rated movie and be carded, and I saw this movie, THX 1138, for $4. And this was before Black Friday, and I was like, dude, you should get this movie. Then I found out it was a George Lucas movie, actually, directed by George Lucas, and I think it was his first film, and I don't really know anything about it, but I thought it looked really interesting. Tell me, guys, if you've seen it and what you think about it. It almost looks like a Kubrick thing to me, and I'm really excited to watch this. So, yeah, I decided to pick it up for myself, too, and, yeah, that's all I can really say about that. That wasn't a Black Friday deal, but it was just a good sale, I think. And then I also got Dodgeball for $4. Again, it's another like Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller movie. These guys I don't think are as funny as Seth Rogen and crew. But, for $4, I don't think you can go wrong with this. I've seen the movie on TV here and there, parts of it. I like the cast. Jason Bateman's in there as well, one part I remember. And I think I'll be able to have fun with it. It should be pretty funny. So, yeah. And the last thing I got here, this is kind of a big deal for me. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Season 6 on Blu-ray, and this was only $6. Now, the morning of Black Friday, I checked Amazon.com or Blu-ray.com, and they had their Seasons 5 and 7 Sunnies for $7.98, and immediately I was like, okay, I'm just gonna buy those right now. So I purchased those, and this season was like $12. I was like, that's still a low price, but I'm not going to buy it right now. I'll just do something else. I'll get it at some later time, because I want to save most of my money for physically going out and buying stuff on Black Friday. I think that was definitely the best choice because I found this for half the price, and they had all the other ones for $6 as well. With tax and everything, I ended up paying $20 for seasons 5 and 7. So I think I kind of overpaid when I could have gotten them all for $20, less than $20. So Amazon didn't really help me out in that situation, but I was like, I'm not gonna complain about $5 lost right now. I mean, I've just got too much other stuff going on. So yeah, that's sort of what happened there. So now, guys, that was all the stuff I got at Best Buy for the second visit. From here, me and Tyler, I'm with Tyler at this point. I think you guys know that. We go to McDonald's. They're just closing, and we both work there, so they let us in. We get food for everyone, and we head back to my aunt's house. We hang out there for a little bit. And then after that, at around midnight, no, actually, we got to GameStop at about 1 a.m., and I just needed to pick up 2 things at GameStop. I was actually only looking to get one for sure, and the other thing I'm going to show you guys, I was just like, I'll grab that because it looks interesting. But, yeah, the first thing I got was the PlayStation Plus card. Usually these run for $50, but GameStop had a sale that they go for them to go for $30, and that is definitely very useful for me now that I have a PS4 and you kind of need this to play online. I was going to pick up a couple, but at this point I was running really low on money, so I didn't. I might regret that next year when I have to pay $50 for one of those, but what are you going to do? It's only $50. It's not that bad. You get a lot of free games with that. And the other thing I picked up was a game that I've been looking at for a while, and it's usually $20, but they had it on sale for $15, and that's Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. And this game is developed by the same team that brought us like Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke. And I've seen Princess Mononoke, and I really do like that movie, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to play a game with the same visual style and kind of cutscenes in an RPG structured format, you could say. So I think this was a good purchase for the PS3, and it's still a pretty new game, so I'm happy I got that. Now, something I'm just going to say about GameStop real quick is that they had PS4s and Xbox Ones, which kind of surprised me, because I got there, and the line was just massive, and I was like, I don't understand what people are here for. Like, I kept saying to my friend JJ, I was like, dude, why is everybody here right now? And at this point, it's like 1:30, and we're tired, we're starting to lose a lot of energy, we're almost done, we're almost out of money, and I see them walking with their PS4s like their briefcases. I might have mentioned that in my unboxing video, but to me they look like briefcases, the way you hold them, and I'm like, oh my god, dude, they have PS4s. That's pretty crazy, and what I should have done, and I felt like such a butthole tonight at dinner, my aunt's boyfriend Min is looking for a PS4, and I should have called him and said, hey, they have PS4s at GameStop, but I was just so out of it at that point of the night that I just didn't even think to do that. Now I'm sure they're all gone. I feel pretty bad about it, and it'd be awesome if I could play with him right now, but yeah, he doesn't have one. So that's just some little thing I had. I think I mentioned this, they did have Xbox Ones as well. I asked the clerk, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool that you guys have both consoles right now. That's pretty amazing. So GameStop is done. We don't go back to there. Next thing we do is we go to the Lakeville Walmart because we have a friend that works there, and I think he was off by the time we got there at 2 a.m. almost because, I mean, yeah, I think he had been working for a long time already. So we didn't get to see our friend who works there. But I wanted to go back there to that Walmart to see if they had any of the steelbooks, because I was mad that all the blue label Blu-rays were $4, because I wanted to get some of those nice steelbooks. I mean, even ones I already had, I wanted to pick up. So we go back to the other Walmart, and what I find one thing, and they're completely drained of steelbooks. They don't have any left. And I just grabbed this because I was just so baffled that it was $4 already. I mean, the slipcover was in great condition. It's a brand new movie. It's not supposed to be a great movie, but I think it could be a kind of entertaining movie. And that's Bullet to the Head, that new Sylvester Stallone movie that came out in February. This is only $4 already. I just thought that was crazy. Yeah, I like the slipcover. It looks really nice, and it's in really nice condition. And yeah, I didn't realize that Walmart was selling this for $4. I just thought that was kind of crazy, so I just picked it up for the hell of it. So after we go to that Walmart, what happens then? We go back to my friend Tyler's house, and we fall asleep. We go to bed, and, that's it for our night of Black Friday. And after that, I set my alarm for 6 a.m. because I wanted to be at half-price books because they opened up at 7, and the first 100 people into their store got a $5 gift card, and one of those people would get a $100 gift card. So I wanted to do that, but I'm woken up by my friend Jermaine at 9 a.m. and he's like, "Hey, Luke, it's 9 a.m." And I'm just like, "Oh, god damn it." And I just fell back asleep. Obviously, I had missed the opening of Half Price Books, and that was it. And I ended up sleeping until like 1:30 this today. So at this point, my friend Jermaine and JJ had left. They had both gone home from Tyler's house, and it was just Tyler and I. And I wake up and I'm like, "Hey Tyler, do you want to go to Half Price Books? Because we had 40% off things to get off, their discount. We were gonna use that." And how long is this video? Feels really long. This is like a story. Anyways, Tyler's like, "Yeah, can we go to Walmart and Best Buy too, just to double check?" And we've been to these places like numerous times, and I'm like, "Yeah," because I want to go get some of those steel books. So we're gonna go back to the Apple Valley Walmart, not the Lakeville one, because the Lakeville one we went to the second time, that was drained of all their steel books. So we headed back to the other Walmart, the first one we went to. But before we did that, we went to Half Price Books, and I'd planned to get a Sega Dreamcast for a long time, and they even bumped the price down to these things for $20, which I think is a really good deal. And I got 40% off of it with the Black Friday thing. So I'll show you guys that. So for $12, I got the Sega Dreamcast here. Did I say Sega Genesis? I feel like I might have, but this is the Sega Dreamcast. I have never played one of these. It's not dirty at all. I'm sure it works. I haven't tested it yet, but yeah, I think this is definitely worth $12. It came with the power cords here. Hopefully you guys can see that. And it also came with the remote controller here, and I've never held one of these things until today, and I gotta say, they feel pretty weird. I think I'm gonna dig them, but yeah, it just feels a little awkward. I think that's a little loose, but I feel like the games will be well adjusted to that, and I really like the triggers, I like the sound that they make. And with the $12, it also came with the memory card here and the Rumble Pack. I don't know what these things are worth, but I think for $12 to get all of this, I think that's definitely well worth it. So that's my Sega Dreamcast, and I did pick up just one game for it. If you guys watched my most recent Half Price Bargains video, you saw that I got just some Madden game for $1 the other night, but instead, not instead, but on top of that, I got a game that I think is pretty popular on the Sega Dreamcast, and it was a little pricey, but I don't think it was terrible, and that's The House of the Dead 2 for $12.99. I know this is a pretty popular zombie game, but I think it's going to be fun. It's like one of those, not side-scrolling, but just one of those moving screen arcade shooters, so yeah, this should be a pretty fun game. Nice thing to have for my Dreamcast, and I didn't regret buying it today, but I almost hezitated on buying a Dreamcast today because I was thinking about it. I was looking into games that are on the Dreamcast because I really didn't know a lot about it. I just kind of was like, I've never played one, I want to try one out, but it doesn't really have a lot of games. It has a lot of fighters, but I was like, there aren't many games that are big on the Dreamcast. I mean, they have the Sonic Adventure games and Crazy Taxi, and then I guess House of the Dead, but what else do they have other than fighter games? So I was hesitant for a moment, but I was like, it's $12. I don't really see anything else to get here at Half Price Books right now, and it'd be cool to add another console to my collection. So that's the Sega Dreamcast. That was $12, and the game itself was $13. So I spent like $36 or something like that. Okay, there's one stop left. One little thing left. Well, actually, I'll just throw this in there quick. I also got Warm Bodies. My friend Tyler was just like, he bought a couple of these because he wanted to find the one at the best price. This one was like $7 at Walmart, I believe, because of the black sticker, and he's like, "Luke, I'll give it to you for $5. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I guess I'll just take it. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of the movie, I was like, whatever. Just to save him a trip, and just because it's cheaper than anywhere else, really. So I got Warm Bodies there from him randomly. And then the last 4 things I'm going to show you guys are when I went to Walmart for the 3rd time, but the Walmart Apple Valley the 2nd time, and I was in a search for steelbooks, and I gotta say, I came out a happy man. So the first one I got here, this is the last stuff I picked up, Death Race. These are all $4, by the way, and I don't think Death Race is going to be the best movie. I'm really not excited for it. I don't know if I'll ever watch it, but I just really like the style of these. I think a lot of people do, just like comic book look to it, and then they're all limited edition, it comes with the Blu-ray, DVD Ultraviolet. I think these steelbooks are just a great deal for $4, so I wanted to pick up as many of them as I could. So that's Death Race. This one is The Hulk with Eric Bana, directed by Ang Lee. I remember seeing this movie when I was younger in like first grade or kindergarten, and I remember the CGI on Hulk being really like not a bright green, but just a really vibrant green. I don't know. I remember him not looking that good. I remember like thinking the movie was okay, but being a little uninterested in it when I was younger. So I'll watch it again and I'll see what it's all about. I know it's not really favored by many people, but we'll see, I guess. But it was $4. This one, Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. I don't know why the first Hellboy is not in these steelbooks. That really pisses me off. But I think that this is probably one of the better movies that they have on these newer Universal steelbooks. And yeah, I like Ron Perlman and Guillermo del Toro. So yeah, I thought Hellboy 2 was a good pickup for $4 especially. I almost dropped it. And then the last one I picked up was a movie that I already have, but I think the steelbook is just awesome. I really like the cover art, and I actually really enjoyed the movie. It's a really memorable childhood movie of mine, and that's The Mummy. Yeah, and that's really all I can say about that. It's The Mummy. So you guys, that was everything that I got from Black Friday, and like I said, I have 2 things coming in the mail, and that's seasons 5 and 7 of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia for about $7.98 or $8, whatever you want to say. So you guys, I have no room on my shelf for all these movies I got and all this stuff I got. So before I go, you guys, I'm gonna creep into the camera here and just show you guys a whole where I've been throwing them. I'll just show you all of my stuff here after the fact. Let me take the zoom out here. So this is all the stuff, and this video is 31 minutes long. You got the Dreamcast, all the movies and whatnot. Young adults over there all alone, must have slipped off or something, you know. And yeah, that's all the stuff I got. I spent about I don't know how much I spent. It was like, let's see, if I had $4.80 in my bank account and I filled up the gas tank for about $35, I had about $4.45 left, and I'm left with $30. I spent about $400, and you know, I'd like to do the math and figure out how much I would have spent on all this at their full retail prices, because I'm sure I saved at least $400, because a lot of the stuff was like half off or more. Some of it wasn't half off, but I mean, the majority of the stuff was over half off. So anyways, guys, that's me, lukemick here, obviously, signing off. Please subscribe. Tell me guys what you thought of this video. Send me some video responses of what you guys got. I love watching what other people got, even though a lot of it is going to be the same stuff because everyone has the same sales. I'm just interested to see what you guys got. So like I said before, please subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.